Good morning. Soy Carlos Chedilo. It is a monkey day today. Three monkey. And you know what you have to watch out for on a monkey day, right? If you've ever been to the zoo, they don't like being caged up, and so they like to throw their poop around. Uh, so don't be the thrower and don't be the receiver of the
It
monkey.
smells like poo. It's not
Because
for you.
if it smells like true, it ain't poo, it ain't true. As our friend Patty says there. If it feels like poo, it ain't true. That's your thoughts in your head.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So a lot of you have these thoughts in your head about the Presidente El Trumpo, Il Dinolo Trumpo, right? And you have these bad thoughts in your head about it. So that means that those thoughts are not true.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they feel bad. And that's why you like to throw it around at other people, because people who just are simple and get it, reality of the situation, they're not going to throw poop around, right? So don't be throwing your poop at anybody that just because they favor the Republican stance on the world. Anyway, so this is a monkey day. So it's the last day of winter, last full 24-hour day of winter. Also, let's see, my nose is a little about to sneeze because it's a monkey day. That's what happens. I'm a monkey. While it's a brilliant creative nature of the energy of Ba'ats, that means monkey, cannot be done. It also means thread.
Mm-hmm.
Get to that in a minute. The outgoing nature of the energy may be subdued by the energy of the number three, bringing an internal focus. Number three is usually pretty weak, but it does imply motion, like things are wiggling and moving around, but not necessarily a very strong way. Though there are a lot of weather things going on the past few days, and might be some more crazy weather, but that's mainly because the seasons are changing, and it's March, and that's the way it goes this season. This might be considered a rather conflicted day of Ba'ats, and possibly the only one. Ba'ats is always thought of as being outgoing, fun, loving, and talented, but it could be that today things seem a bit flat. The jokes don't quite work. The audience doesn't respond as expected. Fingers don't stretch to make the chord happen like they normally do. It's not to say they don't try, just that external expressions of creativity may be a far more challenging activity than normal. So I have a painting that I'm working on that's I did a long time ago, I think in 2009 ish, and I was really proud of it because I just did it very like in 3 days, and it came out pretty nice. But now I'm reworking it, and I'm realizing that this person that I thought was being an offering, making an offering in the picture, is actually weaving. And so I'm changing the painting so it's more appropriate. It's called Time Weaver anyway. So that will be done hopefully later today. Or I'll have it mostly. Anyway, however, there's a focus which may prove beneficial in the home and on inner creativity. This may prove to be an excellent day for creation within the home environment, beautifying your inner world. It is more of a planning day than an action day, allowing your inner creativity to weave ideas within you to manifest to the external world on a more conducive day. So that was nice. That was Mark Elmy's calendar app thing
Mm-hmm.
that makes it on your Google Calendar, which is cool. But there's also the Sulkin app from the Maya calendar portal. So this interpretation is a little bit different,
They're really
focusing
different
more
sometimes.
on the excitement end of things. Handle with care. This one is the riskiest days in the Soulkin. It's Monkey Day, but
No, it's a
they
warning.
said that number 3 is kind of weak.
Fear.
Chewin's boisterous energy coupled with the propensity of Osh, number 3, to haul in risk, doubt, uncertainty, strews rocks, I think. Poop, maybe. I don't know, don't throw rocks, good lord. Bales of hay and random airplane parts all over today's energetic landscape.
What?
I don't think planes fall out of the sky just because it's a monkey day, but
I don't know.
there's
Some
I used to
research
call
on
this
that.
no, I used to call this monkey energy surprise day. If you remember.
Yes.
My God.
That surprises
You're
me.
really
My
old
car,
if you know
my job,
what a surprise
clients.
day
Yeah.
is from the Mickey Mouse Club.
I remember.
You
Oh.
don't remember that.
Now we learn all about Disney.
Surprise day. Those.
That's,
But if you enjoy or even thrive on unpredictability, chaos, and serendipity, today may deliver the kind of thrills you seek. Just be warned, plunge in at your own risk. Now, serendipity is more what I would focus on, would want to manifest from this day. Just out of the creative process
Sure.
in my mind or heart energy, just something serendipitous will happen.
Believe and allow.
So, I personally have been working on this upper heart area chakras, and I still have a injured wrist. This is not healing anywhere as fast as I was hoping that it would from the end of January.
It's just not your painting wrist, so that's
I
good.
paint with this hand, but this has been very sore still, and I don't believe in doctors, of course, so we'll find the correct energy way.
We
to
do have someone
heal.
in this household that likes to throw poo.
Ashtar!
Oh,
Don't
he
be
knows
throwing the
his
poop.
name.
Ashtar!
Hey, he's like, don't
He's
bother me.
pretending.
He's pretending. He's warding off the negative poo
He's on the
energy.
Hands of Light book,
He is.
so he's turning his
He's
poop
healing.
throwing paws into
He's
little
like,
paws
I'm
of
gonna-
light.
I'm gonna go
Healing
flat.
energy.
He didn't like the cohetes this morning.
Oh.
Those were the fireworks.
So
Guess it's-
yesterday I put this stone in the muriatic acid, and wow, did it turn out a brilliant green.
That looks like a St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, it was
Rock.
just the other day.
It was. You probably
2
put
days
it in
ago.
on that day. We didn't know anything
This
about
part
St.
right
Patrick's
here.
Day in Mexico. They didn't celebrate.
Yeah. It was Benito Juarez's
Yeah,
birthday.
and they
so
celebrate that.
here. But it's a brilliant, beautiful green. I hope it comes out in the camera.
It
Probably not.
is. It's
There's
really
kind of a turquoise color
zooming in.
here, and then
Wow.
a bright, brilliant green on this side here.
Huh.
I also cleaned off this amethyst, which is got the
Nice.
quartz on the tip part, but on the bottom base of it,
You can see the
you see
amethyst.
inside, you see the purple of the
Yes.
amethyst. But the many points of this
That
really
was
make
from
it cool.
Charkis, wasn't it?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a bunch of junk over here. I got most of it off. There's a little bit of gunk right here.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, it cleaned off quite well.
Okay.
I don't know if this would make a great jewelry piece, but it would be definitely
I think
something,
mounted. We
you know,
gotta
where
look
it
at
could sit
mounting
up
that.
on there and be used for healing for sure. We got some great
I'm gonna
striations.
put that in my healing
These
hands.
are called striations, where there's lines across the surface of it here. That's very ancient information.
Yeah.
That's where there are great earth
It's
changes.
like a DNA code.
And yes, exactly, like a DNA of the earth code.
Let me
So
get
that's why
close.
these particular stones have lots of healing properties.
That's
It
really
really
cool.
brings your
Chakras in the
ancestors
line.
and your future
ancestors.
self. Oh, this is a great thing. We were watching this. I was watching it about these alien statues that they find here in Mexico, and they're really connecting your future self with the now, with the past, and things were born into the future, time traveled back into the past to tell you about where you are now. It's really fascinating how these things work because there only exists the now moment. That's
Right.
the thing about it.
Yeah.
So this crystal was formed hundreds of thousands or millions. I don't know how long it takes to just sit in the earth down there, and somebody found it. And Charcas is near Real de Catorce, where there's the great peyote fields out there, but there's not really peyote in Charcas, but it's only like 20 miles away or something. So anyhow, these are for sale, and we have a few more in the shop. So
Yes.
the shop is at number 10, Calzada de la Aurora. It is called Casa Aurora. And we're going to change the name, I think, to Colectivo number 10.
Colectivo number 10.
Numero 10.
I like
And
that.
I
Because
have
there's
my-
even a house named Casa Aurora.
Yeah.
There's a lot of confusion. We have 3Bs on our street.
We're on Calle Cielito Lindo, number 3B, but there's another 2 houses down the street that are number 3 also. It's silly, but that's where we
It's
live.
Mexico. What are you going to
It's
do?
wonderful.
That's our
place
phrase.
Anyway.
That's right.
And so Monkey Day, yeah.
Hey, the solstice is coming up.
I want to repeat again what I said at the beginning.
Okay.
Okay. So we're really tired of having to hide our political agenda, or not agenda, our
Beliefs.
the views of life, right?
And it's not
It's ever since
all GOP either. No.
Well, yeah, it's not about Republican versus
No.
Democrat. First
No.
off,
We don't want division.
the new files have been released about JFK finally, and what it is, it's pretty simple, and it's everybody should have just figured it out intuitively. I think most a lot of people
Deductive
do. Is the driver of the vehicle shot the fatal blow to Kennedy. It was another bullet that came from somewhere else, probably not the library or book
But was
depository.
it John F. Kennedy or Officer
Could
Tippit?
have been a fake.
Yes.
What are they called? Body double.
There's more of that happening. Yeah.
Because Kennedy's not stupid. He knew that they were trying to kill him
Right.
beforehand. Anyhow, the point what I was trying to say is that Republican George H.W. Bush and Lyndon Baines Johnson, a Democrat, the Republicans and Democrats are both responsible for the death of John F. Kennedy, and they both just shared their power. They just slapped their backs. Hey, that's so funny. And Shrub Bush and Hillary Clinton were best buddies. They're not political adversaries at all. They're playing on the same team. They just change colors and you be the president this time. Oh, cool, I'll be the president this time. And you be the Secretary of State, and I'll be the CIA officer. Whatever, They just slap each other's backs. They go play golf and have drinks together after pretending to be adversaries fighting for the people of America. And it's just ridiculous things. And they did it. They killed Kennedy because, drum roll please, because Israel wanted to have their nuclear weapons program at Dimona, I think is the name of their place where they have their nuclear reactors and make their nuclear weapons. And their red herring is Iran. They always scream, oh, Iran's getting a nuclear weapon. Iran is going to get a nuclear weapon. And John McCain was like, bomb Iran. He thought that was so funny to bomb Iran for Israel so that Israel can be protected. But they're the ones with weapons. It's, oh gosh, I don't know. It's a reverse psychology. There's another name for it. I don't know psychology enough to have these words in the tip of my tongue, but it's projection, I think, is one of the words. Saying something, that person's evil, that person's evil. So that's what Democrats love to do right now. They said Trump is evil, therefore if you like Trump, you're evil. You guys are the losers, okay? Let's get this straight. Democrats lost. But it doesn't excuse Republicans, because most of them were all complicit as well. And they AIPAC, that I don't even know what the word stands for, but they're the Jewish, or not Jewish, excuse me, Khazarian mafia lobby.
Big difference. They've
They
slapped that.
every single member practically of Congress receives money from AIPAC without any kind of checks or having to register as a foreign organization.
They are
They are dual citizens, so they're not loyal to the states. They're loyal to Israel, and this is all going to come to an end very soon. It's the end of this era. You know, all things come to an end. Everything, but the sun rises again, and the phoenix rises from the ashes. Everything's gonna be all right. And just don't throw the poop around. If this makes you angry, if your feelings about what I'm saying make you are hurt,
You need to search
you
internally.
need to search internally. What is it about yourself that makes you feel this discomfort and want to throw poop around?
And we do know that all leaders will be held accountable.
It's all, yeah. We're
Yeah,
there. We look
know
from
that
the galactic plane, from our higher guides in the crown chakra information. We do not depend on any news media, alternative or otherwise, because a lot of the alternative media nowadays, it's the CIA doing the same thing they did with the regular 3-4 channel media that used to be, and then
Starting to tell the truth.
but most people, you know, even like 911, okay, people are alternative media are saying, oh, it was thermite. They used thermite to blow up the buildings, whatever thermite is, and there was not a regular explosion at all. There was nothing regular about the explosion of the Twin Towers. It would even say it was a regular demolition style thing. Maybe Building 7, which is also another red herring, because they're all of the buildings, not just 3 buildings, but there's like 7 buildings that disappeared that day. Disappeared. They just went poof into smoke, literally, because they used this directed energy weapon that was, we don't know where it was based. There's a lot of, questions still need answering. But the weapon itself pulverized all of the steel by changing the molecular structure to where it just went, phew, all the molecules of the steel just separated and turned into dust. And that's why there's a big cloud of dust that flew everywhere.
Justification.
Yeah, it was
That's
dustified.
a new word.
And no steel was hauled away. There was no pile of steel at the bottom of the World Trade Center. There was no huge hole in the ground where it all disappeared to. It didn't even break the dike. There's a dike around the
Bathtub?
They called it
They
the
call it the
bathtub. It was a
bathtub.
deep dike that was holding back the water from Hudson Bay or whatever.
That would have flooded New York.
That would have flooded the whole city of New York.
So they were very careful in how they did
And
it.
it was just dustified.
Yeah.
Anyway, if that makes you feel anger or anything else, those feelings are inside of you, not me. I'm just saying something, and whatever is making you feel, it's not the feeling doesn't come from me. The feeling comes from inside of you, right? If anybody that you're angry, if you're someone in a relationship and they're constantly blaming you made me feel bad, you did this, get away from that relationship.
Well, a very good friend of ours said,
Yes.
it's only hurting you to be so angry and to spew such
If this rock was anger,
feelings,
holding it in my
emotions.
hand.
Yeah. It's
that
when you
emotion,
find love
holding
in your
anger.
heart.
Thankfully, this is a beautiful crystal filled with loving energies.
And you can see things for what they are and just observe and not absorb. Don't take it in and just let it roll off. It's like water off a duck's back. It really does
don't
have a
let
lot to do
anybody-
with that.
Anybody,
Don't let the poo stick on you.
that's about it. Yes. So, c'est la vie. Hasta luego. Ciao.
Love and light. Ciao pues.